Welcome back, traveler. You found the slumbering cosmos. Tonight, we are going to fall into a black hole. I know how that sounds, but I promise you, this is the gentlest possible way to do it. No alarms will sound. Nothing will shake. We travel by imagination, and imagination cannot be crushed or stretched or lost. You are perfectly safe, exactly where you are, warm under your blanket, heavy against your pillow. So let yourself be heavy, heavier than usual. Let the bed take all of you, your shoulders, your hands, the muscles of your face. Unclench your jaw. Slow your breath. A black hole, after all, is not a monster. It is just gravity being honest. It is what happens when the universe holds something so completely that it never has to hold on again. Tonight we'll drift out to one, circle it slowly, watch what it does to light and to time, and then together we'll cross the quietest border in existence and see what's on the other side. There is nothing to fear. There never was. Take one slow breath in and let it all the way out. Let's begin the fall. We leave Earth at nightfall, rising through the dark side of the sky. The city lights dim behind you. The atmosphere thins to a violet whisper, then to nothing. The stars stop twinkling. That flicker was only ever the air trembling. And now they burn steady and calm in their true colors: silver, gold, pale rose, soft blue. We set our course toward the constellation Cygnus, the swan, flying forever down the band of the Milky Way. Somewhere out there, 6,000 light years away, a dark companion circles a blue giant star. It was the first black hole humanity ever found. Astronomers called it Cygnus X-1. 6,000 light years is a long way. But tonight, distance is on our side. Every kilometer we cross is one more kilometer between you and everything you left on your desk, in your inbox, on your mind. Feel the ship glide. There is no engine noise. There is nothing out here to carry sound at all. Only the slow parade of stars, drifting past your window like lanterns on a dark river. We have a long, calm way to go. So while we travel, let me tell you softly what a black hole really is. Every star you have ever seen is a balancing act. Gravity pulls inward, always, patiently, trying to gather the star into itself. And the star pushes back with light, the fire of its own burning heart, holding its walls up from inside. For millions or billions of years, these two forces lean against each other, perfectly matched, like two old friends asleep against a doorframe. A star shines because it is holding itself up. That is all shining is. But no fire burns forever. One day, deep in the core, the fuel runs thin. The pushing grows weaker. And gravity, which never got tired, which never even tried hard, simply, quietly wins. For a small star, like our sun, the ending is soft. It swells, sighs off its outer layers, and settles down as a warm white ember the size of the earth, cooling for eternity. Peaceful, unhurried. But for the giant stars, the ones 20 times heavier than our sun, the ending is grander. The core, let's go all at once. The star folds inward on itself, faster and faster, and then rebounds in a flash that outshines its entire galaxy. A supernova, One last, magnificent gift of light. And when the light fades where the core used to be, there is now simply a place. A place where gravity became so complete that nothing, not matter, not sound, not even light itself, can climb back out. Not a thing, a place. Remember that. We are not going to visit a monster tonight. We're going to visit somewhere. Hours pass, or days. It doesn't matter here. And then you see it. Or rather, you see where it isn't. Ahead of us, the river of stars simply stops. There is a circle of pure, perfect darkness punched into the Milky Way, and around it, the light of 1,000 background stars bends and smears into a shining ring, like the halo around a candle flame seen through tears. The black hole is bending the light around itself. Every star behind it is still there. The black hole hides nothing, destroys nothing that we can see. It only curves the paths their light must travel. The way a stone in a stream curves the water. And close around the darkness, there is color. A great, slow whirlpool of glowing gas. The accretion disk, turning around the black hole like cream stirred into the darkest coffee ever poured. Gas that once belonged to the blue giant star nearby, now spiraling gently inward, warming as it goes, glowing gold, then white, then blue-white at the inner edge. It is, and I mean this precisely, the most beautiful thing you have ever seen. We are still far away. Nothing here pulls at us any more than the sun pulls at the earth. A black hole, from a distance, is just another well-behaved mass in the dark. If our sun became a black hole tonight, it's too small, but if it did, the earth would not fall in. It would simply keep orbiting in the cold, as if nothing had happened at all. Gravity doesn't reach out and grab. It just waits in its place, being exactly as strong as it always was. So we can circle here as long as we like. And we will. Slowly. As we spiral gently closer, we pass a strange and lovely boundary, the photon sphere. Here, gravity is precisely strong enough to bend light into a circle. A ray of light that arrives at just the right angle doesn't fall in and doesn't escape. It simply orbits around and around like a whisper running the rim of a wine glass. Think about what that means. Some of the light circling here has been circling for thousands of years. If you could stand here carefully, impossibly, and look straight ahead along the curve, you would see the back of your own head wrapped all the way around the black hole. The universe, out here, plays with light the way a slow current plays with leaves. Photons that graze the edge and slip away carry a stretched, reddened memory of the place. Photons that lean a little too far inward begin the long, silent spiral down. And the black hole accepts them all without comment, the way the sea accepts rain. Stay here a moment. Watch the halo turn. It asks nothing of you. Now I have to tell you about time. And I want you to hear this the sleepy way, not the frightening way, because there is nothing frightening in it. Gravity slows time. Not as a trick, not as an illusion, really, truly gently. Clocks near a great mass tick a little slower than clocks far away. Even on Earth, your feet all your life, have been aging a tiny bit more slowly than your head. The difference is a whisper of a whisper, but it is real. You have lived your whole life inside this softness and never felt it. Here, beside the black hole, the softness deepens. If your friend stayed home and watched you drift down toward the horizon, they would see your clock run slower and slower. Your movements calmer, your light dimmer and redder, like a photograph sinking into amber. To them, you would never quite seem to arrive, just slow and settle and fade like a ship dissolving into evening fog. But for you, nothing changes. Your heart keeps its own quiet rhythm. Your thoughts flow at their usual pace. Time never feels strange to the one who is inside it. There's something worth keeping from that, I think. However slow the night feels, however long the dark, from inside, you're always moving at exactly your own speed. You cannot fall behind yourself. Let your breathing find that rhythm now. Your own pace, no one else's. And now, softly, the moment you were promised. We let the ship lean inward, and we begin the final drift down toward the event horizon, the border of the black hole, the point of no return. You might expect a wall, a membrane, a ring of fire, some mark upon the darkness saying, "Here, everything changes." There is nothing. The event horizon is not a place you can see or touch. It is not made of anything. It is only a line the universe keeps in its ledgers, the altitude at which escape quietly stops being one of your options. Light from your ship can no longer climb out to the stars. That is all. That is everything. And so listen as we cross it. Nothing happens. No yod, no sound, no shadow passing over. Your hand still looks like your hand. Your breath still fills your chest. The stars behind us still shine, their light falling in with us, keeping us company on the way down. It is the quietest border in the universe. No guards, no gates, no sementes. You cross the most famous line in physics the way you cross from waking into sleep, without ever catching the moment it happens. Maybe you've crossed it already. Maybe you're inside now. It's all right. Everything in here is still just space and time and you. Inside, the geometry of the world rearranges itself gently around one new truth. All roads now lead inward. Space itself flows here like a river moving toward the sea. You are not being dragged. You are simply somewhere where forward in time and inward have become the same direction. Falling is no longer something happening to you. Falling is just what the future is made of here. And so you drift the way a leaf drifts on that river, the way you're drifting right now towards sleep. You could no more resist it than you could resist tomorrow arriving. And why would you? It carries you so smoothly, far overhead. Though overhead is only a memory now, the whole history of the outside universe plays on in light that falls in after us. The stars keep shining. The galaxies keep turning. The universe does not end when you let go of it. It keeps going faithfully, and it lets you rest. At the very center of the black hole, our maps run out. The equations of Einstein, which carried us so gracefully all this way, reach a point where they simply stop speaking. The curvature grows without limit. The numbers overflow, and physics, honest physics, says, I don't know. Past here, I don't know. Scientists call it the singularity. But no one has seen it, and no one knows if it's truly a point or a moment or something else entirely. Perhaps a place where a new physics, not yet dreamed, takes over gently, the way quantum mechanics once caught the atom when the old physics predicted collapse. I find that comforting, actually, that the universe still keeps a few rooms unlit, that the map has edges, that every equation, followed far enough, eventually leads to the same three soft words. We don't know. You don't have to know either. Not tonight. All the questions will keep until morning. They always do. The unknown is not a threat. It is just the part of the world that's still asleep. Leave it sleeping. Drift on. Let me lift you out of the deep now. Imagination can do that too, and show you the giants. Because the black hole we just visited, a few dozen kilometers across, is only the small kind. In the heart of nearly every great galaxy, there sleeps something far larger. At the center of our own Milky Way, 26,000 light years from your pillow, lies Sagittarius A star, a black hole of 4 million suns. Around it, whole stars orbit like moths around a dark lantern, tracing enormous, patient ellipses that astronomers have watched for decades. One full loop every 16 years for the closest, faster at the bottom of the dive, slower at the top, exactly as the old laws promise. For millions suns, and still the Milky Way barely notices it. Our galaxy is so vast that its own central black hole is by weight less than 1/10,000th of it. A grain of dark sand at the heart of a spinning cathedral. And further out, in a galaxy called M87, sits a black hole of 6.5 billion suns, the first one humanity ever photographed. You've seen the picture, that soft orange ring around a core of dark, like the last ember of a campfire seen through half-closed eyes. When that image reached the world, no one screamed. Everyone just went quiet. It's that kind of thing to look at. The universe is full of these sleeping immensities, and every single one of them is exactly where it should be, doing exactly what it has always done. Nothing is loose. Nothing is coming. The giants keep to their places, and the stars go around them, and it has all been working steadily for 13 billion years. And here is a secret about black holes that most people never hear. They're gardeners. The great black holes at the centers of galaxies do not merely take. As gas spirals toward them, they warm it and stir it and breathe great slow currents of it back out across the galaxy, regulating how fast new stars are born, the way a gardener thins the seedlings so the garden doesn't choke itself. Galaxies and their black holes grow up together, matched in proportion, like an old tree and the ground it stands in. Astronomers can measure a galaxy's heart by the shape of its branches. Some of the atoms in your hands were flung across space by the tantrums of a young galaxy's core billions of years ago. Gas that was hurried outward, cooled, gathered, and eventually became a small yellow star, and its third planet and the person lying in this bed tonight. You were tended into existence, partly strange as it sounds, by black holes. The dark was never your enemy. The dark helped make you. One more gentle truth, and then we'll head for home. Even black holes let go in the end. Stephen Hawking found it half a century ago. Black holes are not perfectly black. At the very edge of the horizon, the restless quantum world flickers. And pair by pair, particle by particle, a black hole releases the faintest imaginable glow. Hawking radiation, a warmth so slight that no instrument on Earth could ever feel it. But the universe has time. Oh, it has time. Over spans of years that need 100 digits to write down, every black hole slowly gives itself back. Growing lighter, growing smaller, whispering itself away into the dark, until one distant era when the last black hole in the universe releases its last soft breath of light, and the deepest keeping places of the cosmos will finally stand open and empty, their long work done. Nothing is forever held, not even by a black hole. Everything eventually is let go gently in light. Whatever you're holding tonight, you can set it down too. If the deepest grip in the universe can loosen, so can yours. Just for the night. It will all still be there in the morning, I promise. It always is. The fall is over. The journey home takes no time at all. That's the mercy of traveling by imagination. Feel the familiar weight of your own planet under you again. The mattress. The pillow that knows the shape of your head. 6,000 light years away, the black hole of Cygnus keeps turning its bright, slow whirlpool, needing nothing from you. 26,000 light years away, Sagittarius A star holds the center while the whole galaxy wheels around it, carrying your roof, your bed, and you, once around every 230 million years. You have fallen into a black hole tonight and come home entirely intact. Very few travelers can say that, and you learn the way of it, that the deepest places in the universe are not violent, but patient, that the most famous border in physics is crossed without a whisper. That time, from the inside, always feels like your own. That even the tightest hold in existence eventually softens into light. The stars are keeping their places. The giants are sleeping at their posts. The great slow machinery of the night is running perfectly, and none of it needs you awake. So close your eyes now, if they aren't closed already. Breathe in slowly and out even more slowly. Let gravity be honest with you too. Let it hold you all the way down into sleep. The cosmos is slumbering, and so are you. Good night, traveler. Fall gently.